Hey everybody, Tim Bartz here, your Ford video guy, and I apologize. I know it's been a long time since you've seen a video from me, so apologize for that. I've been really focusing in on our course. If you know me a little bit, you know that I do the videos for Long MacArthur Ford and their YouTube channel, so make sure you check them out if you don't. Surely most of you watch that channel before seeing this, but for those of you that don't, this channel is really just dedicated to the Ford Bronco and adventures with the Bronco and such, and you know, wintertime, you guys know how it is. Just getting the Bronco in the snow and having fun around the snow is about all you can do. But anyway, I thought I'd do a video kind of catch you up, see what's going on with the old Bronco and what's going on with Ford Video Guy and such. And I need to name that Bronco. I don't have a name. Drop a name if you have a name for it. But let's turn this around. I just got a couple things I just kind of want to show you what I've gotten in for the Bronco and maybe some where the channel's headed in the way of some videos coming out. So let me turn this around. All right, got the old Bronco. It is really cold outside. It's supposed to snow today. So I got the Bronco in the picture building back here at work. And of course, it's dirty. It's been hitting the mud. We got 4 or 5 inches of snow the other day. So a lot of this is from that. And so we got that all rocking and rolling here. But let me show you actually something I got over here. So I had someone from St. Louis that was selling a cloth top for their Bronco. They got a Bronco from a dealer, and the Bronco came with a dual top. So the customer turned down, and then they were selling at the dealer. And he's an older gentleman, and he's got a hard top with the cloth top in the back. And he goes, "What am I going to do with this? I'm never going to put this on. I'm just going to go with the hard top and everything else." So he was selling it, wanted to just get rid of it, but he didn't want to give it away. And so I saw the post on the Bronco 6G forum, and I'm like, I'd buy it. So I contacted him. I said, "Anyway, we can meet part way." He's like, "No, you need to come here because I got no skin in the game." And I'm like, I get it. So I drove all the way to St. Louis on a Sunday to purchase this. I got a great deal on it. And so it's a brand new cloth top still in the packaging. You can see right there. And that's the side windows and everything. And why, you might ask, why do you have it? Well, for one, this is out of 2024 Bronco, so I know the cloth tops are better than they are this year. Now, of course, on mine here, first of all, I don't want to get rid of mine because I have all the stuff where I've gone, so I really don't want to get rid of it. But you'll notice these side windows are a little more wavy in 21, and I've heard in 24 they're better. Plus, I heard that the side is better on them as well. Plus, I know over time this is probably at some point going to need to be replaced. So why not just have one in stock? So I'm leaving it actually here in the picture building because, believe it or not, I got a 3-car garage and I don't have room for it. I don't ask me. Anyway, but you can see I've had some things with this cloth top, and at some point I will switch that out. And I might even switch it out and leave the side windows on the new one and see if this will fit. This will fit on the other one just because it has my stickers, right? My Bronco Club. Anyway, so that's going on. So I've gotten that. I've also gotten some other things in as well. So I have a really good member or a follower of the channel that heard that I was looking for a Midland radio, a GMRS radio for the Bronco, and I told him kind of what one I was looking for, and his neighbor actually works for Midland, and so he got me. I was like, "Yeah, man, if you could get me a good deal on it, then that would be awesome." And not only did he a good deal, but he bought it for me, which I was not expecting whatsoever. Oh, it's not in here. But I have that radio. I'm actually working on installing that. I'm probably not going to do an install video on it, but it has the mount and everything. So this in here actually I got from Mountains to Metal mount. So that this all here will go on this will go up here. So this will go where those bolts are right there and sit back behind, so I can put the long range antenna on there. So anyway, so that is going to go on there. But I did put it in here. In fact, I can show you. See, I got the wires coming out right now, but right now I just have it in a glove box, and I really want to put it. Mountains to Metal has a bracket that I have that I want to put it on. So here's the radio itself right there. So I can go ahead and I have the mic as well that goes with it. So working on that. So that's one of the projects actually I'm going to work on today. I really want to get this up and running, but you will see I do have a little glove box organizer from IAG. So that's kind of nice because I can put some of the papers in there instead of stacking on top. So I have all those manuals and everything, and then put smaller things like the straps and everything in here, right? And I got a little headlamp in there. So anyway, so working on that, but we'll get to that. So that's what we're gonna work on today. I probably won't film it, but I'm gonna work on it. What else do we got in here that I've gotten in? Again, this came with that, and that's the antenna. Oh, my camera is not positioned right. There we go. But anyway, I'm going to work on this radio and installing it. Also recently, actually I've had these for a while. IAG sent this to me to install. This is the dome lights. So for those of you that don't know what lights I'm talking about, it's these up here. These dome lights that they're on when I have the doors open, but when I don't have the doors open, then they won't come on with the overhead switch. Maybette had one of those. Well, they have actually a connection that you unhook over here and go on and goes around to this light. And so when I hit that light, or I hit the light in the front for my interior lights, then it turns on. So I need to work on installing that. It looks like an easy install. I've just been lazy and it's been cold out, but so, you know, I'm just showing you a box. You're just like, it's just an empty box, Tim. Can you lighten this a little bit so you can kind of see this little switch here. So this here will plug in and go and plug into that overhead light, and then this is the extra wire that goes around to where that connects. So watch the video. IAG has some pretty good videos on this, on their installs. So I don't know if I'll do an install video on that, because like I said, they do a really good install on there. So have that as well. These here I've gotten two. This is MODL, and they have some really cool little attachments and bungees right here. So I'm like, you can see, I put these in here because it was going to snow, and just in case I need to help some people out. But you can bungee those up, right? And they're really cool and real easy to use. But they have so many different attachments and a nice bag for it, and some extra stuff. Let's see if I can get this out one-handed. I gotta work on it. I don't know why this camera wants to kind of work its way up, but you can see here's one of these longer ones, right? Black on black. That's gonna be real easy for you guys to see. Let me get one of the orange ones out. There we go. You guys can see that a little bit better. So there's the orange one. So you can connect it there. You can go through. There's also these other attachments in here you get as well if you want hooks. So you can put those around and then go either way. You can go around and then make a hook to campsite and stuff like that. There's some other different attachments to go to it. So check out their website for all kinds of different bundle deals they have, but not trying to sell them or anything. They didn't send these to me. I paid full price on this stuff. Trying it out. I usually don't go and ask for, you know, partnerships and such. If somebody reaches out like Electron has for me, then, you know, then I might do something with them if they reach out to me. But otherwise, if it's a product that I like, I just purchase it and try it out, because I'm not going to be, you know, sold on something and say, hey, or, you know, saying, hey, you know, if you shoot a video, then tell people how awesome they are, then that kind of thing. Now this here is the Mountains to Metal bracket for to go underneath. I don't know, to be honest, if I'll use it. I've heard some people say they struggled with this and others not. So I'm gonna watch their video and see if we can get this mounted up. If not, I'm gonna put the GMRS radio in my glove box like I have it now. And when I get the Supercell in Tennessee, I'll have Mountains to Metal install it for me. That's what I'll do. Hey, you guys wanna do it? You guys think you can do it? Go right ahead, because I would like it mounted underneath the dash, so that's probably what I'll do. Lastly, what I have is these bags in here. So this here is, let me put this there, hold on. All right, so this here is a bag for my cloth top. So when I want to take these, hold on for a second. So there we go. So when I want to put my cloth top down and I want to take these windows out right here, instead of just throwing them in the back, they could actually go in this bag. So I'll probably be doing a video on this for those that have a cloth top. But it goes in this bag, and then the bag can connect. You'll see these connectors on the back of the seats. They actually show an image of the front seats, but I'm kind of looking across there. I think they could go on the back seat, which is where I really want it to go. So I'll probably will do a video on this, the IAG bags, but that's what these are for. And I'll have to see what these other parts of it are for. But some people have asked me to do a video on these, my little tool bag that I added. Why is this not going down? It wants to wander up. Okay, so I made my own tool bag. So Ford has a really nice one, but it's like $300 or something like that. So what I've done is I took that and said, you know what, could I make that cheaper? I have some of these tools already, so I made my own tool bag. So I am going to be doing a video. In fact, I might do it this way. I'm going to do a video for Built Wild Wednesday talking about some of the different things that I think you need to have for your Bronco if you're going to do some off-roading. And with that, I'm going to talk about a tool bag and talk about Ford's tool bag that's out there. But if you want a cheaper version, you could go to like Harbor Freight or some places like that and get your own. So I guess I'll go ahead and show you guys what this looks like. But in here, so there's this in here is a bag that I got. Let's just say Overland Vehicle Systems. You can get all kinds of different, just Google some tool bags and there's all kinds of them out there. And they're not too expensive. I think this one was like $20 or $30. I don't know. I think I got this from Extreme Terrain's website, actually. And in fact, some of these tools I got either from them or I got them at Harbor Freight. So I had a gift card somebody gave me to Extreme Terrain website, and so some of the stuff came from them. But you can see I just got like regular Phillips, a smaller Phillips, and standard head screwdrivers in here. I got the bigger versions, longer versions as well. I say bigger. There you go. 2x4. Anyway, sounds like some plywood, but they have that in there in this kit. I do have, a lot of times I have these little kits, these tools to help you with the trim pieces. So when I got that, I'm like, you know what, leave that in there. In these pockets, I have plenty of double-sided tape, because you never know when you're going to need some double-sided tape out on the trail or just installing other things. What do I got in here? What's in here? Oh yeah, got some of these. So you know, anytime you're doing some wiring, which who knows, I might need some of these. Here's some nice little couplers there for that. So some of these have stayed in my bag because I used them for other projects, and I just stuffed it in the bag in here. So you can see even this one here I haven't really used much. So and then I did actually need to use this longer screwdriver, so I threw it in my bag. Like I said, sometimes I just throw some things in there, don't need it. This in here also is like a crimper, right, for your wiring. So I was like, yeah, leave that in there. I've been doing more wiring in the Bronco than I have at my house. Now in here, I got these here to just put the different bits on. So I have, you have your Allen wrenches and you have your torque, and I have them on one line there, and I just have them going from, you can see, well, you can't see because I can't see the numbers on them, but I have them on all different sizes up across there, and a bunch, because you never know what you're going to need. So I have all those in there. So there's that one. I'm not going to be able to get it back in. There, I have that slid in there. And then this one here is also, I have the different sockets that I need. So this is metric. So they start at 5 and go on up to 14 on this one. And then this one here has the sizes above that. So they go on up to 22 at the very end down there. So I have that. And then I found this here. Put these back in. There we go. And I found this at the hardware store, which I really like. So it has both sizes. It has the quarter and the half there. So it has both of them on-off switch, so I can go either way. And there's also an extension. This extends out. Check that out. So you just press this in, and I can extend it out. You can see the different notches there. I can bring it back down and make it smaller. So, which is kind of nice. So I got that at Harbor Freight as well. Pittsburgh Tools extends up to 13.5 inches out. So I got that as well. So let's see what else. I got stuff in here that won't fit in the other pockets, and that's all my pliers and everything. So I do have one of these. You never know when you're going to have a size you don't need. So I got those. So I got all kinds of different vice grips and pliers in here as well. Needle nose, all that stuff. And of course, flashlight if you need it in my bag, and more pliers. So I got all those in here in this pocket. All right, sorry, I had a phone call. Anyway, and then there's also, this here does have a zipper pocket to put things in. I don't really put things in there because I don't want it to be too big, but it kind of rolls up, and I think, I don't have anything in there. There's also pockets in the end over here too, so I realize. Anyway, so you can kind of fold that up, roll it up, and then put it together. So that's what's in my tool bag, and hopefully the camera work wasn't too shoddy there on that, but there we go. So that's what we have going on with the Bronco right now. Again, some things that we need to install and some other things, and yeah, I haven't done a lot of stuff to the Bronco, and people ask me, well, what else are you gonna do? And to be honest, man, I've done so much. I don't know if there's gonna be much more I'm gonna do with the Bronco, especially right now. And need to pick up the trash here. But it's yeah, not too much, especially between now and Supercell Tennessee, which we'll be going to. So definitely, if you're gonna be there, let us know. But a lot of great parts that we put on this. I do love all the IEG stuff that we've had put on. We've partnered with them, and they've got me discounts on some things. We're partnering with them, so yeah, check them out. I have had to replace this. This is the this top right here is the cloth top quick release, and so it's really nice. Instead of having to bring it down both of them, I can just pull on either one of these straps, and I don't have to pull real hard, and it latches really good. But I will tell you this, I'm gonna pull this, you'll see this actually, my strap that they gave me broke, so I put a keychain that I found on it. So that's one little issue that I've had with it, but also these here have broken off as well. I had one of the first early ones that they made out of plastic, and these are now made out of metal, and so they actually sent me that one to replace, and it was real easy for me to switch that out. And now I have the really good ones in here too, but I do actually need to adjust this one a little bit, because it seems like for some reason this left side's closing down better than the right side, even though these latches are the same place. So if I just move this latch down, because I can bolt it and move it down, then it'll be tighter and bring it down better. But anyway, so we have that. So I have that quick release for that I really like, and then of course the struts for the cloth top as well. So I've really enjoyed that, and some of the other things that I put in the Bronco. But again, don't have a lot of things. Maybe a better system for the for my traction boards instead of just sitting them back there. I'm thinking about getting a bag for it, but I kind of like being able to just kind of do that, and I need to, you know, make it tighter up there against there. But a bunch of other accessories that I put on the Bronco, but I'm really liking everything. So I'm over a year and a half in on these Vertex shocks on this, and I'm really liking them. I like to be able to adjust those with the reservoir, and they've done well. So these are rough country suspension and shocks on this. A lot of people have kind of badmouthed rough country over the years, and I've got to tell you that I am very pleased with these. And if you haven't looked at rough country recently, they are a cheaper in a way of cost than some of the others, like Bilstein and some of the others. Icon, there's a bunch of other companies that are better. They're more expensive. I don't know if they're any better, but they're more expensive, that's for sure. And I guess the way I've been looking at with this is, I think these were $2,500 for these, and I could get 2 sets for $5,000, right? So I guess I look at it that way, and so I'll put these on, see how long they last. They last as long as they do, and then I'll think about, do I upgrade to these or to another, or do I trade my vehicle in by then? Who knows? But I'm really actually liking Rough Country. I got their winch up here as well, and some other of their products, and I've got to tell you, I'm pretty happy so far with Rough Country. And some of you may not know this, but Rough Country got bought out by Fabtech. FabTech actually owns them. So if you have a FabTech suspension and you have some of their stuff, I mean, they've taken and made sure the rough country stuff is to their caliber, but just having a less expensive option for some people out there that want to get into that, right? Are my lights up here that work real great and everything. So everything that I've gotten so far from rough country, I haven't had any issues with it. So I will say this, they have a bracket for the reservoir up here, and I will say I'm getting some rubbing when I go off-roading some. And so like that will bend back, but it's I just need to find a better way of bolting that on, because it looks like I think most others would bolt onto the frame right there, which you can see there's 2 bolt holes there. They didn't bolt on there because then it would have touched. So I don't know, maybe if they had a better bracket. That's the only complaint I would have, is maybe having a better bracket for this reservoir back here. But otherwise, you know, I mean, I bend it back every so often to get it back around there. It seems like the only time it really rubs is when I go off-roading and getting a serious off-roading. It doesn't rub otherwise, but otherwise, I don't know. So that's pretty much what's going on there. So that's our catch-up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Very short, not gonna do a lot of editing. It's just gonna be what the video it is. But hopefully you guys do enjoy some of the different things that I've done recently, and I'll try to get out in the videos more, and especially when we go off-roading and such, as we get closer and closer. So I think we're going to be hitting not more events, but we're going to be off-roading a lot more this year, even more than last year. So we are going to be going off-roading in Texas in March. So we're going to go to Bronco Off-Rodeo for a half day with somebody that I won from Bronco from Supercell, Colorado. So we're going to be going to that in March with some of our members from the channel, Chris. And so we're going to be going down for that. And then on Saturday, we're going to go off-roading with the Broncos of Texas Club and the Mile High Bronco Club. They're going to be there too. So we're going to go do some off-roading at Hidden Falls, and that's the 21st of March. So we're going to be doing that if you want to join us up. So we're going to be doing a little off-roading there and having some fun. We're going to go to Supercell in Tennessee, and we're going to hit some off-roading. We might go to Windrock. I want to do Parsons Branch, but we're probably going to go with some smaller groups to have some fun, and just whoever wants to go and join with us. And so we'll see if we maybe get some times aside. If anybody else is going to Colorado, we can get together. But I think might go to Windrock with a small group that has been there before and wants to go on some of the easier trails and keep away from some of the crowds. So I want to do that as well. So maybe hit Windrock, Parsons Branch, and we'll see outside of that. That may be the only 2 that we do, but we're going to do that as well in April. And then in early June, the wife and I are going to go on and have some fun. We're going to go off and we're going to hit a vacation spot. We're going to do some sightseeing, but then we'll find some trails on that trip as well, at least one day. So we're going to take like a 5-day weekend, and maybe a day driving there, a day driving back, and then hit maybe off-road in a couple days. We'll have to see. So we'll take you on that. And then July, we'll be going probably back to Colorado again and hit some trails in July. And then again in September for Bronco Supercell as well, hitting some trails. And then hopefully hit Moab somewhere in between there, right? Moab in August, maybe Moab in October. Definitely going to get to Moab as well with our friends Brian and Melissa, if we can fit it into their schedule too, and have some fun there. So anyway, that's all I have for this video. So a lot more off-roading this year, and we'll test out the suspension. So if you're not a big fan of rough country, we'll put it to the test. We'll do some off-roading, and we've already, it's been on three trails of Colorado since we put it on. Moab as well. We did 7-mile rim with it, with the suspension there. Went over to Randolph. Where else? Yeah, we've done some off-roading in Tennessee as well. So we've been on probably at least 10 trails with it, and we haven't had any issues with this so far. So knock on wood if I can find some wood, right? But anyway, it's been a good suspension, and so far so good with rough country. So you might take a second look at them if you want to do something but save some money and not break the bank. They might be an option for you. So I'm just saying, take a look at them. But that's all I have for this video. Hopefully you guys are having a great weekend. Sorry it's been a while since I've done a video. Try to make it sooner. but these videos won't come out periodically every week like I was doing this last summer. They'll be coming out when I get, you know, something I want to share with you guys. And check that out. So if you want to see something from me more regularly, check out Lon MacArthur's YouTube channel, where I do a lot of videos, including a Maverick Monday video, a Built Wild Wednesday video that I think is geared towards those that, if you like this channel, Built Wild Wednesday, we'll be doing Bronco and Bronco Sport stuff every Wednesday on that channel, and we're up to episode like 6 or 7 so far. So definitely check those out for that. And then we're doing a Super Duty video on Saturdays and a live stream on Tuesdays. So a lot of stuff over there. So check out that channel if you're not already subscribed to it. And if this is a new video for you and you haven't seen our channel before, smash a like button, smash a subscribe, notification bell, and all that good stuff for anytime we post some videos on here. I think that's all I have. Hope you guys are having a great time. Stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself. We'll see you guys later.